Hello there. Thank you for joining us. This is Kickoff Podcast with me, Imolia Yofakayode. I am joined as always by Right Score senior writer Healer Fisayo. Healer, how was your weekend? I'm sure you're happy on top of the world. Leeds United gave your Chelsea side a little bit of scare early on in that game, Chelsea versus Leeds. But in the end, Chelsea ran away with all 3 points.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's been a great week, and as a Chelsea fan, I will be very, very happy with my side. So, and it's been a great week for everyone, and thanks for listening to us again. Without you, we are nothing. Thanks for having us.
All right, Hila, quickly, let's start analyzing the games. I'm going to start from Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, the biggest game of the weekend. But just before that, guys, I'm going to encourage you to follow Right Score on Twitter and on Instagram at Right Score Update. Like our page on Facebook at Right Score. That's the page on Facebook. Like, share the page, and we encourage you to do that. And we also encourage you to stay tuned for the latest in the world of football. Here, quickly, let's touch on Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal. Immediately the game ended, I tweeted the defense training session has ended in North London, because that game looks like a defense training session for Tottenham Hotspur for me. Arsenal lacked idea, they lacked creativity, and that begs for the question as to why Arsenal keeping Ozil out of the team. Yes, they cannot bring him back into the squad right now because he's not registered for the first half of the season. If they would bring Ozil into the squad, they would have to wait till January. Arsenal, poor performance. They lacked idea, they lacked passion, they looked clueless. Even the body language of the players, it was nothing to write home about. And what else can you say? Harry Kane and Heung-min combining again with the 2 goals. The first goal from Heung-min was a world-class finish, and I don't just know. A classic Jose Mourinho performance from Tottenham Hotspur. Sit deep and hit the opponent on a counter, and he has the players who arguably currently in the season as we speak, the 2 best player in the league as far as I'm concerned when it comes to combining together to create things for the team. They combined very well, and both of them successfully took down Arsenal. Generally, what's your take on that match, Sheila? What's your take on the game?
Well, Tottenham Hotspur have been a defensive-minded side,
and they are topping the table at the moment,
and they are topping the table as well. So, Arsenal was just a team that loses, they lose focus. Let me put it that way, and they don't have idea of what to do against Tottenham. So it's been a defensive-minded game for Mourinho, and they did it, and they get away with all the 3 points. It's just a case of Arsenal were not just good enough, to make sure they snatch a point from the game. And Jose is there to take all the 3 points. And talking about Jose Mourinho, we all see how he plays game in team like Chelsea, when he was at Chelsea, at Manchester United, taking Manchester United to second place when he was there, and he even won Europa League for them. So, and that Manchester United team now, we all see how they are struggling. So Jose Mourinho is just a fantastic coach for me. It's not a coach we can just write off. Talking about playing against big side, Jose is very good at that. So it's been a great win for them, and great 3 points for Jose Mourinho.
Hila, Tottenham against Arsenal. In that game, you could see clearly what Tottenham wanted to do. They are not interested in playing ball possession. They are not interested. They just want to put the ball into the back of the net, either by crooks or by hooks. But for Arsenal, on the other hand, what could you see? Could you see anything Arteta was trying to do? I couldn't see anything. It looks like a professional side playing against a schoolboy team. That's how it looks to me. Could you see anything Arteta was trying to do? What did you see from Arsenal? Did you see any style of play? Did you see any commitment from the players?
Arsenal side was just confused. You just give them the ball. and they'll be like, what's going on here?
It was 91% to Arsenal to 9% to Tottenham.
So I think it's just a case of Arsenal like idea. They don't really know what to do again. When Tottenham Hotspur has given them the ball, they will be like, what is going on here? They might also want to come into the game to counter Tottenham. But when Tottenham just leave the ball to them, it will be like a case of they won't know what to do anymore. So it's just like Arteta lack idea. He doesn't know what to do again. He was so speechless seeing the way Tottenham react to the game, and it's just a mind. What should I call it? It's just a mind game for Jose Mourinho, and it's a good win for them.
Let's talk Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Aubameyang he fired blank again against Tottenham Hotspur on Sunday. He was nowhere to be found. I don't know what's wrong with Aubameyang. Since signing the contract extension at Arsenal, he has been struggling. Is it a case of he's lacking confidence or what? What's wrong with Oba? Because if he's their best player, you have to say Aubameyang is Arsenal's best player, and if he's not scoring, Arsenal are in trouble. He's not scoring right now. Arsenal, look at it. After that match on Sunday, Arsenal are sitting 15th on the log, and should Brighton get all 3 points on Monday night against Southampton, Arsenal will drop to 16. Arsenal are closer to relegation right now to the than to the top half of the table. What is wrong with Aubameyang? Is he lacking in confidence?
Well, Aubameyang, I don't really know what to say about him. He has been so poor since the start of the season. After the FA Cup win against Chelsea, he has been very, very poor. Really, I don't know what to say. I don't know let me just say. He's just facing hard time. I said it on Twitter some days ago that Arsenal made a big mistake releasing Giroud. This is the time they need Giroud. This kind of time they need him. And a guy told me I'm saying rubbish that Arsenal doesn't miss Giroud, but to me I think they are missing him. Like this type of time they need a striker, a fighter up front, but nothing like that. So I think it's just a case of Aubameyang will still come up with his good form, but it's just lacking his form now.
All right. Finally, on Tottenham Hotspur versus Arsenal, Harry Kane seems to have evolved to a more rounded player, all-round player for me. He has evolved from the goal poacher that we've known him for. What you and I knew Harry Kane for being a goal poacher, putting the ball into the back of the net. But since Jose Mourinho has come on board, Harry Kane has evolved to becoming a goal creator, like someone who created the goal as well for Tottenham Hotspur. Going forward, can Harry Kane win the Golden Boot this season? I don't think so, because he's creating more than he's scoring. But what's your general assessment on Harry Kane? The hold-up play, everything. It was fantastic on the night for Tottenham.
Yeah, it was fantastic. Talking about Harry Kane now, he has been given some fantastic assists, and most of his assists is for him son. And
who does that? He already had 10 assists in the first 11 games of the season. 10.
As in Harry Kane, let me just say Harry Kane is enjoying the best of his life now, because even if he's not scoring, he's creating. Yeah, he's creating goals. So I think we just can't write him off now that he can't win the Golden Boot. We all know Harry Kane. He can come up in a game and score 4 goals, score 5 goals. So he's not a player you can just write off that he can't win the Golden Boot. Harry Kane is unpredictable.
Let's talk Manchester United that came back from behind again to win at the London Stadium by 3-1. Bruno Fernandes has to come off the bench to pull the strings for Manchester United again. It seems to be the heartbeat of Manchester United at the moment. If Bruno Fernandes is not playing, Manchester United aren't playing. If Bruno Fernandes is not playing well, United aren't playing well. Good win for Manchester United and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Now, guess what? United have won 5 away games on the bounce. As much as United have been terrible, but their away form is fantastic, and they got all 3 points again. Donny van der Beek was pulled off. I don't know. The talking point in that game for me was Van der Beek getting hauled off at halftime. What does Van der Beek needs to do to convince Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Or better still, let me ask this way: who sanctioned the Van der Beek deals to Manchester United? Because it's looking like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never wanted Van der Beek because he's not been playing the guy. He doesn't have confidence in him. What is wrong with Van der Beek as Manchester United, Healer?
Well, I really don't know what to say about Van der Beek because this guy has been fantastic to me, and if the coach doesn't trust you, you know what can come up from that. So you won't be getting enough playing time. So I think it's just a matter of Van der Beek has been, let me say, he's not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's favorite because he has not been starting him since the guy arrived. So I just don't know what to say about this. But well, they are winning, so
it's a great win for United.
Yeah, great win for them.
Let's talk Chelsea, who came behind from against Leeds United as well. Leeds United were fantastic in the first half of that game. They didn't really take their chances. They made Edward Mendy looked I don't know the word to use right now for that first goal, but Chelsea came back and won that game 3-1. The talking point for me now is the quality in depth of that Chelsea squad, and that will make me ask you the question now. I want you to give me a yes or no answer. Can Chelsea or will Chelsea win the league? Yes or no, Healer?
Maybe.
No. I'm not asking you for maybe. I want a yes or no answer. Will Chelsea win the league?
I can't give you a yes or no answer in this case. Tottenham is doing well. Leicester too. Liverpool are doing well, so I can't give you a yes or no in this kind of a situation. The league is open to anybody. Let's
talk Timo Werner. He missed two wonderful opportunities. The first one was a terrible miss. I don't know if terrible miss is even enough to describe it. Giroud headed the ball going into the back of the net, and he touched it, and the ball went out. What is wrong with Timo Werner?
Well, let me just say, maybe I don't want to disqualify him or want to say something harsh to him because he has not been playing in his natural position. So I just want to use that as an excuse for him because for me, I'm seeing him as, well, don't let me say what is on my mind because he missed two great chances. I don't expect a player to make that, even if you are not playing at your natural position. The first chance should be converted by any player. I don't want to know. By any player, the first chance should be converted. Well, Timo Werner is having a bad time, though he's not scoring but giving assists. But to me, he has been poor.
In other games, Leicester City won away at Sheffield 2-1. Crystal Palace 5, West Bromwich Albion 1, Burnley 1, Everton 1. The early kickoff on Sunday. Manchester City won 2-0 against Fulham as well. The Champions League is up next. The final group game of the UEFA Champions League will be going down Tuesday and Wednesday, and some teams, in fact some big teams, have got their work cut out. Real Madrid are condemned to winning. Manchester United needs a point. PSG needs to beat Istanbul Başakşehir here. Inter Milan are also condemned to winning against Shakhtar Donetsk. Bayern are through, Chelsea are through, Liverpool are through as well. I think Liverpool would have the chance to rest some players even after trashing Wolverhampton Wanderers 4-0. Trent Alexander-Arnold coming off the bench to get some fitness. All in all, I think Liverpool have got a chance to rest some players because they are already through to the next round. Hila, let's touch on two big fixtures on Tuesday evening. PSG is against Istanbul Başakşehir. Normally we shouldn't be analyzing this sort of games, but the thing is, the UEFA Champions League and its surprise, most especially all through the season, we've been experiencing some shocker, but there shouldn't be any shocker between PSG and Istanbul Başakşehir. The game will be going down in France. PSG won in Ligue 1, 3-1 against Montpellier this weekend. I think PSG, it should be a straight victory, a stroll in the park for PSG. They should get all 3 points and qualify for the next round, isn't it?
Yeah, on paper, PSG should win this. Istanbul Başakşehir shouldn't be a team that will be giving PSG voila. So I think PSG should just do enough to nail this and take all the 3 points.
The biggest game was supposed to be Barcelona against Juventus on Tuesday, but that would be an inconsequential game, so to speak, although the winner of that game might be taking the top spots. But both teams are through to the next round. Ronaldo and Messi rivalry might be back on the menu again, but for me, I'm as a neutral, I feel that anybody winning that game would be fantastic, but I think that Ronaldo would want to prove a point just for pride's sake. Let's talk on RB Leipzig hosting Manchester United. Leipzig drew 3-3 away to Bayern Munich on Saturday, and Manchester United won 3-1 away at West Ham United on Saturday as well. Manchester United needs to get a point, and they will be more under pressure, by the way. Would it be Leipzig or Manchester United? Leipzig needs all 3 points to qualify, and Manchester United needs just 1 point. Who will be more under pressure? Is it going to be Manchester United or Leipzig?
I think Leipzig will be under pressure because they need all the 3 points. Manchester United just need a draw. If they score first in that game, I think Manchester United have nailed that, because the game might end a draw. So I think Leipzig will be the one under pressure. So talking about the game, I'm seeing Leipzig winning that game because playing Bayern Munich, drawing 3-3 is not a joke. So I think they are just a team that is capable to give Manchester United problem. So Manchester United will just need to do more. They need to bring the quality in them, so that they can defeat this Leipzig side, because Leipzig is not a side that is very easy like that. Seeing what they play against Bayern Munich should be giving them a headache.
United might be their own greatest undoing if they go into that game with the mindset of getting a point. Leipzig are a very tricky tie. They scored 3 goals against Bayern Munich this weekend. Yes, United put 3 past West Ham United as well, but you cannot compare West Ham United to Bayern Munich. So if United go into that game thinking we are going in here to get just 1 point, they might be in trouble, because Leipzig are dangerous. They are a very, very tricky customer. And here is a scenario, guys. The victory over RB Leipzig and the victory away at Paris Saint-Germain might, at the end of the day, amount to nothing if Leipzig beat Manchester United and Paris Saint-Germain, as expected, beat Istanbul Başakşehir. It would therefore mean RB Leipzig and PSG will qualify for the round of 16, and Manchester United will drop to the Europa League. So United have to be very careful going into that game. They have to go in there with a killer instinct, get the first goal, and perhaps you can then sit back. But if they go into that game sitting back from the very first minute, from the blast of the whistle, I think Leipzig would beat Manchester United, and that would be very, very dangerous for Manchester United, because head to head against PSG, they don't have the record. Even if PSG should pick a point against Istanbul Başakşehir, they have a better head-to-head. United beat them 2-1 away, and PSG won 3-1 at Old Trafford. So that means PSG has a better head-to-head against Manchester United. So United are in trouble at the moment. I hope after Tuesday they wouldn't have dropped to the Europa League. Let's talk about the 2 biggest games as well on Wednesday. That's Real Madrid against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Mönchengladbach drew 2-2 in the Bundesliga on Saturday, and the rest of PSG. Real Madrid won by a goal to nil against Sevilla, and I don't know. Real Madrid are condemned to winning. I don't know if Sergio Ramos will be available, but at the time of recording this podcast, Sergio Ramos is not available yet for Real Madrid. He might play that game, but at the time we are recording this podcast, Sergio Ramos is not available for Real Madrid. And Mönchengladbach are a side that knows how to score. They don't care who you are. They just want to play their own football. And this guy Plea is on fire right now. He has 5 goals already in the UEFA Champions League, and I think he would want to add one more to his name in the UEFA Champions League. Real Madrid are condemned into winning. They are third on the log, and Shakhtar Donetsk are second, and Borussia Mönchengladbach are topping. That's the tightest, the most difficult group rather in the UEFA Champions League this season. All 4 teams still have the opportunity to qualify for the next round. Real Madrid, can they beat Mönchengladbach to qualify for the next round of the UEFA Champions League, Healer? Or are we going to be seeing Real Madrid playing in the UEFA Europa League for the first time since 1995?
Well, I think Real Madrid can just do this because they are a big team. We call them Real Madrid. They know how to play Champions League.
Real Madrid.
So I think they can nail this. I believe in Real Madrid that they can nail this. I'm talking about Mönchengladbach, though they are also tough type. They play good football, but I really don't see Mönchengladbach giving Real Madrid a really tough time like that. Though the game will be difficult. Yeah, I know the game will be difficult. It will be very tricky, but I'm seeing Real Madrid winning this.
So you're seeing Real Madrid nailing this. So that means that Mönchengladbach might finish second, or should Inter defeat Shakhtar Donetsk in Milan, it would therefore mean Mönchengladbach will drop to the UEFA Europa League. Inter Milan, by the way, won 3-1 against Bologna on Saturday evening, and Shakhtar Donetsk, I don't think they can give any problem to Inter Milan, because Inter Milan will be really pumped up for this one. Their destiny is in their hands. They need all 3 points. Even if Madrid didn't beat PSG, I mean, did I say PSG? Don't mind me. If Madrid, okay, here's the scenario, guys. If Madrid drew against Mönchengladbach, Madrid will be on 8 points, and what's his name now? Mönchengladbach will be on 9 points. Inter needs to defeat. And if Inter defeats Shakhtar Donetsk, Inter will still not qualify for the next round. So their destiny is in their hand, yes, but not totally in their hands. That's Inter Milan. They need to beat Shakhtar Donetsk and hope that Real Madrid also defeats Mönchengladbach. Can Inter beat Shakhtar Donetsk? Shakhtar Donetsk got 10 goals from 10 unreplied goals, that is from Borussia Mönchengladbach. Can Inter do this for their fans? Can they do it?
Well, I'm seeing draw in that game. I don't really think Inter can beat Shakhtar Donetsk. Shakhtar Donetsk is a very tough side.
They defeated Real Madrid home and away.
Yeah, two times this season. So I don't see Inter defeating Shakhtar Donetsk. To me, I'm not seeing them defeating Shakhtar Donetsk.
All right, guys, that's the size of the pod. Thank you for listening. Follow Right Score on Twitter and on Instagram at Right Score Update. On Facebook, like our page at Right Score. I am Fakimsa on Twitter. Don't mind me. I am Fakimsa on Twitter is my Twitter handle, and it's Healer_Fisayo for Right Score Senior Writer, who has been with me on the podcast today. Healer, your final word.
Yeah, thanks for listening to us. It's been a pleasure meeting you guys, and it's been a pleasure we are here too. So thanks for listening to us. Make sure you wash your hands regularly. COVID-19 is true. It's still out there. Make sure you stay safe. Say no to rape. Rape is a cause.
Bye-bye for now.